What's up, everybody? This is Reverend Guns, and today we are going to be taking apart and cleaning the magazine to a Phoenix Arms 22LR pistol. So the first thing we want to do is make sure everything is clear and safe to work on. So when you pull the slide back, you're going to push this lever upward to make sure the slide locks into place. Okay, just like that. Now you can press the button behind the trigger here and release the magazine. You can look down the barrel, see there's nothing in there, and now we can set this aside because we don't need it. And then you want to make sure there is nothing in the magazine. Tools you're going to need. I use rubbing alcohol to clean it. Oils and solvents and everything else will not be used on this because it attracts dirt and dust and whatever, and these get dropped, kicked, stepped on, whatever. They take some abuse, and you don't want anything to really stick to these. Use something small. You're gonna need something small to poke into the bottom. I have a really small Allen wrench. I have a screwdriver. We'll need that here in a bit. And I'll show you why. And then you need a clean nylon brush. You want one that you haven't used anything with solvents or oils or anything on it. You want just something that you only use the rubbing alcohol with. And then a rag to clean things off as we go. So, to take it apart, you'll see underneath here, there is a hole right there in the center. You'll need something small and kind of stiff to poke down into that hole, and you're essentially pushing the base of the spring away from the base so you can push it forward. Okay, and it's only going to go so far. Once you push it as far as it'll go, you just kind of clip it off. It just kind of folds forward. Okay, so we have the base of the spring. You can slide out. You can slide out the spring and spring base. That's going to need some cleaning. And then the feeding ramp actually stays in there. It doesn't come out. So we'll be cleaning that two ways. I'll show you how to do that when we get there. Alright, so to start off, I'm going to use the rubbing alcohol on the base, and honestly, with the goo and stuff that's on here, I'm just going to kind of wipe it off first. I don't know what that is. Alright, so now you can go through and scrub it off. And just basically making sure there's no dirt, nothing on this. And then you can take a clean rag and wipe everything off. Okay, take the spring base here, and we're gonna do the same thing again because I don't know what this is on here. There we go. And now you can scrub it off, whatever's left. Make sure you get everything real clean. And then we'll wipe it off to dry with a clean rag. Alright, we got the spring here. I'm gonna basically wrap it up and just kind of wipe it down. Try and get in the crevices to help get whatever residue's on here off. And there we go. Do that one more time. We'll do that with a clean rag. Alright. That looks pretty good. Alright, for the feeding ramp in the mag, okay, basically you're going to need, this is what you need the screwdriver for. You're going to have to push it all the way to the bottom here so you can get access to cleaning the bottom. It doesn't want to come out unless you want to start bending some of these folds, but I don't recommend doing that. Let's not damage the magazine, so I'm just kind of using some using Q-tips to clean out what you can see on the bottom here. I don't know what that stuff is. Looks like you put petroleum jelly in here. But this is why we clean the magazine, because you don't know what all happens to it. And this just helps get everything out of there. There we go. And then the same thing with the top end. We'll do that once we put it back together. So while you can, scrub out what you can in the mag tube itself. And you can stuff the rag in there if you want, or use a Q-tip. That's why I use a rubbing alcohol, because it dries pretty quickly. And you ain't got to worry about a whole lot. Wow, man. That's better. I'm going in from both ends just to make sure I get good cleaning around the whole thing. There we go. Alright, so we're going to put this back together so we can clean the top of the feeding ramp, because that's where a lot of the carbon kind of builds up. So kind of lay everything out the way it was. And we'll take the spring and the spring base, and basically it does have a shape to it, and you want to keep the shape of the spring with it. Okay, and now you can put it in the same direction. Whoop. There we go. Okay, put it in the same direction as the magazine, and you press it down. And then, like I said, this kind of snaps on at a certain point. You just kind of find where it snaps in and push it back. There we go. Push it back. There we go. Alright, so now we have access to the top of the feeding ramp here. We're going to spray that a little bit. Give that a good scrub. And then wipe everything down. There we go. Oh yeah, that moves pretty good. So, like I said, we're not putting any oil or lube or anything on this because it attracts dust, dirt, and whatever else. We don't need it. So you just saw how we took it apart, cleaned it, and put it back together. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. I also offer the online course to get your Texas license to carry a handgun. It's the 4-hour class broken down into segments and saves you progress so you can do it at your own pace. After completing the course, you can print your certificate. Then it'll help you locate an instructor close to you, no matter where you are in Texas, so you can complete the shooting portion of the course. This is all certified by the Texas Department of Public Safety. Check it out at reverendguns.com. If you have any questions or comments, please add them below. Be sure to like and subscribe for more firearms education.